Thank you, Jane. Well, we just need to go through pretty much, there's only one item, which is 5 minutes long, to just get hold of information about FreeToast Host. There are all sorts of ways that you can work with the FreeToast Host discussion forum. The way that I tend to do it is to ask Google, believe it or not. And if I go into something like, I don't really want, no, I need to share my screen. That's been my bugbear for this session. So if I go into, let's get rid of this, and I'll log out so as I make sure I've got a clean bill of health. All I do is put in FreeToast Host. If I wanted to know something about agenda templates, something like that. And here we go. You'll see support.toastmastersclubs.org, and gives you everything you need to know about how you do it. And as long as it's 2012 or later, it's probably going to be reasonably current as well. And you've even got ways of doing it on YouTube. So there are videos. What's underscoring this is this support site called support.toastmastersclubs.org. I'm just going to go right out of there, just to the home page of it. And this is the support and development site. There's all sorts of this is a site that if you've got a lot of questions, or you've got members with a lot of questions, it's worthwhile getting to know. You go in as a guest, which gives you certain privileges, but it's worthwhile creating an ID, because that gives you a few more. It allows you to raise tickets, for example. This is not your username on the site. You can make it the same if you want, but this is not your username on the site by default. So don't expect it to knock through to the support site. On the support site, unless you log in or register, you are a guest. But there are, I'm not going to go through it in any details, but the forum covers things like support requests, general discussions, how do I? If you've been on technical or even recipe blogs, you'll have this sort of general discussion. How do I do this? New features, tips and tricks, improvement suggestions. Give you feedback about documentation. Don't forget, this is written by Toastmasters for Toastmasters, and everything we do is evaluated. That's what it's meant to try and do. It's a good idea to have a look at the rules first, just to make sure that you don't get growled at. Because there are one or two techies who are behind this stuff, and sometimes, like me, I hate being asked the same question more than 3 times in a row. But just to give you an idea, support.toastmastersclubs.org, that is your friend as far as getting hold of the information directly from FreeToast Host. There's plenty of help, as you've seen, on the FreeToast Host site, your club site itself. Most of the settings have got some basic help on it. If you want to know more about the setting, just FreeToast Host setting name on Google or within the forum. It's probably just as quick to do it on Google most of the time. And if you need to contact the development team, you do need to have an account. But if you need to contact the development team, well, we've got one of those on this on this workshop, haven't we, Jane?
I am not a developer.
No, you're not a developer, but you're part of the development team because you feed back to them.
Yeah, I suppose you could look at it that way.
That's the way I would look at it. So you certainly have more intimate knowledge of Free Toast Host than probably the rest of us put together. And that's really all I've got to say about this. There are also sources within the district. I can try as webmaster, James as Free Toast Host support. Your area director, who's some of who are now experts on Free Toast Host, aren't they, Mark? And your division director, basically anybody who you say Free Toast Host to and they don't reply, what? Then that is a potential source of information. But the support site is very, very well done. It's one of the better support sites I've come across, which, considering it was put together by essentially volunteers, I believe, I find very comforting. It means that Toastmasters is working as it should be. The rest of it, I'm going to leave that for you to explore as you wish, because it's 11:15. We're a little bit over, but if there are any last minute questions, we'll try and get into them. Or